We can now grab our sticks. Notice we have some mats that have footprints and handprints. That again help us to place the feet in the perfect position as much as possible so we can create better alignment on the knee, hips, spine, and shoulders. Your feet are very important part of the body to pay attention and focus on because it does affects the joints above. So the feet alignment and the foot placement, also the weight placement. We want to have our weight distributed through the toes, ball of the foot, the outer blades of the foot, and the heels. And we go from here, and that sets up your hips in the right alignment and your shoulders. Once we turn the feet in different positions and sink into the middle, to the arches, the hips and the knees and the spine and even the shoulders become misaligned. So it can create a lot of problems for those particular joints, and most of all the spine, which we all have to be a little more careful with. So standing on the footprint here, we are going to bring the stick in front of us, and the hands are going to grab the stick kind of like shoulder width apart, and we're just going to bring it up as we inhale to open the chest and really expand to the rib cage, and then as we exhale we lengthen the spine and lower the stick towards the hip. And we can do that a little faster now. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. We're going to try to do 6 times for each exercise so you have a chance to practice with us. Last one here. Inhale up and exhale down. This next one we are going to keep the same grip and bring it above the head and make a circle towards the right, in front, and then out to the left, behind us as far as we can reach, keeping the elbows extended, making circles around your head. That kind of warms up the spine, the shoulders, the chest. And let's stop here and switch reverse to the right first and then towards the left. Breathe in and breathe out. Make sure you're always breathing in and expanding the rib cage. And as you exhale, extending the spine. One last one here. And come to a stop right here overhead. Now we're going to place the sticks right behind your head on your traps, the trapezius muscles, a little below your neck. And the elbows are directly out to the sides and straight. And we are going to do what we call good morning, which is just a bend at the hip or the femur insert. So inhale and bend and maintain the curves on your lumbar spine. Don't round your back on this one. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. As you inhale again, lift your chest, open up through your rib cage. As you exhale, lengthen the spine and bring the spine back up. Let's do 2 more. Exhale up. One more breath. And exhale up and hold. This next one, we are going to bring the stick with your arms a little wider than shoulder. And we are going to bend the knees doing a squat and bring the stick in front. Inhale, reach up and bring the stick behind the hip, right there. That again opens up the shoulder joint, the chest. Also, as we are squatting, we are warming up the ankles, the thighs, the hips, the spine. And the spine is constantly in an elongated fashion, and you want to always breathe in and breathe out, keeping the spine with its normal curves. That means we don't want to round. One more here. Now hold your stick right here and bring your arms now shoulder width apart. And this way we are going to do a little side bends to warm up or to stretch the sides of the body. So let's turn to your right and keep your arms straight up as you breathe out. Breathe in, open the chest. Breathe out, tighten from the bottom up. So pick up that pelvic floor. kind of tighten the pelvic floor as if you were stopping elimination. So inhale, exhale, squeeze the pelvis, and then side bend. Inhale. Again, the stick make us stay in better alignment and make us reach a little more, creating a little more range of motion in most of those exercises that we are going to do. And this is a nice warm-up for, hold it right here. So this is a nice warm-up. This time we're going to keep the same grip, but we are going to rotate to the side, right side, center, to the left side, and center. There is another variation of this, and finish this one. Now bring your stick behind your head like we did on the good morning. Really extend your elbows. And we are just going to rotate again to your right and to the center. Inhale, exhale, and to your left. Again, our goal is to keep the chest open using your breath. So try to envision your chest as a big cavity and you keep it full of air the whole time. Breath in, fill up with air. Breath out, you squeeze the bottom and fill the top cavity with air. So both ways is always open as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Next, we're going to bring the stick up over the head and bring it to your right side. So as we put here beside our right hip, place your tip of your middle fingers here on top of the stick. And we are going to go ahead and bring this right leg behind us. But as we bring it there, let's just adjust the stick here so it stays lined up with your hip and your knee. We want close to 90 degrees in front and back. So as we reach up, we're stretching the side of the body and the front of the hip. And we inhale here, exhale, extend both legs, and let's relax for a moment from the stretch, and then stretch again by going down. Feel the stretch under the arms, side of the body, and front of the hips. And let's do 3 more times. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Keep your breath going and feel the stretch. Lower as far as you can. And stop. We're gonna step forward and bring the stick to this side. Fingers here, middle fingers. And now we're gonna bring the left leg back. Adjust the stick so it's near your hip and your knees. So inhale on the top, exhale and come up. Inhale, stretch underneath your arm and the side body. Also the front of this hip here. That's why we lower the knee as far as we can go. And then again, just go as far as it feels comfortable to you. We all have different bodies and different ranges of motion in different parts of the body. So listen to your body the whole time. And let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. One last one. The next, we're going to bring the foot forward. The stick goes up and behind the neck again. That's that good morning, but now we are adding a little difficulty to it, a rotation of the rib cage. So as we lean forward, keeping the nice curves on our spine, breathing in. As we breathe out, we rotate the rib cage to the right, opening the chest. Inhale, exhale, rotate to the left, and keep reaching with your hands and arms so they open every time a little more. Head up so we don't look down, because that makes us round our back. We don't want to round the back. Exhale. Let's do 1 more on each side. Come to the center and back up. The next one are lunges to the side. For that, we're going to turn. So let's face the side wall, the right side wall here. Stand on your right foot, the back foot to the back of the room, and do a side lunge and bring your arms over the head, shoulder width apart. So get your grip shoulder width, and as we are here, reach to the side towards your toes, right there. Now come to the center, bend the other knee and reach towards your toes on the other side. keep in mind that we are trying to, even though we are bending, we are trying to elongate the spine, not just sink to the sides. Exhale, elongating, bending the knees. So this stretches again the side body and the inner thighs, your adductors, the inside of the thighs. And at the same time, we are breathing in here, breathing out, elongating the spine as much as we can. One more. Come to a stop in the middle and step to the front of the mat. This next one is a squat, and we are gonna roll. So our hands are down like this, shoulder width. As we inhale, we lift the chest, the stick is in front. As we exhale, we roll to your right. The elbow goes back and it goes up. So we're stretching the front of the shoulder right here. Now bring it up and rotate, rolling to the left. Squat and push with this front hand. You push the back hand a little higher to stretch the front of your shoulder. And we lift it up and switch. And let's go a little faster now that we learn what to do. Exhale and lift the elbow and switch. Inhale, exhale, using your breath. Always we want to use the breath to guide us or lead the movement. Inhale, exhale. Come to the center right here. We are going to place the stick right here in front. Let's step to the back footprints this time. The stick goes in front, so we have something to make sure when you place your stick on the floor that's on top of like a surface like the mat, so it doesn't slide, because we're gonna use for balance. So hold it here on top of the stick with your fingers, and then arch your back again. This is a modification with the stick with a downward facing dog. So our goal is to stick the sits bones up and arch the back as much as we can and push the chest or the hearts forward. Now walk your hands down one by one and stretch on each one and switch, stretch and switch. Inhale, exhale. Again, use your breath. Exhale. One more. Exhale, and now let's go our way back up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, doing a little push forward with your chest and your heart, and your sits bones go up behind you. Heart forward, sits bones back. Last one, hold with your fingertips and breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful job here. And let's come back up. The next exercise is a lunge with a rotation. So for that, we're gonna bring the stick right here in front of us, and we're gonna step the right foot forward and do a lunge with the 90-degree angle in the front and the back knee. So both knees here have a 90-degree angle. As you exhale, we are gonna rotate to the right, bring it to the center, switch the foot here, and step back with the other one, rotate to your left. And inhale to the front, exhale, rotating. Again, keeping the spine long, and the rotation happens at the waist or the rib cage rotates. The hips remain forward. Exhale, 90 degrees. Let's do one more on each side. And back to the front on these footprints. I haven't been mentioning, but do please watch your feet, make sure they're straight forward. So this one is just a squat with a press. So the press means you're gonna push the arm up and squat, and then as we go up, we bring the arms behind the neck and squat, and then in front of the chest. So squat and press. Inhale, exhale. Don't forget to breathe and keep your feet directly forward. And remember not to fall into the arches of your feet. That's very important for the range of motion of the hips and the spine and the alignment. Also, recruiting of muscles. The better the alignment, the more muscles we are recruiting. And let's come to a stop. This next exercise, place your stick by your side, is a power move, but it's a warm-up power move. So we are not gonna jump all the way. We are gonna just practice coming up to our toes. When we do power things, it has to be faster, and normally we are above the ground when we jump. So we are airborne with both feet. But this time we're gonna go just to the tippy toes just to practice and warm up our power muscles. Those are the fast twitch muscles. So we are gonna do a squat. Let's open the feet to this red footprints a little wider, and our stick's gonna be right in front of us, arms shoulder width apart. And as you go here, you squat down, bring your stick back towards your knee. As you bring your stick up, go on your tippy toes. Now let's do it faster. Exhale, 1, again. Exhale, 3 and 4. It looks easy, but it's not as easy as it looks. One more. And come to a stop. Perfect. So now we are a little bit warm, right? Do we agree? Are we warm? Yes. So this was the warm-up. Can you imagine? All this was a warm. Of course, you can use this as a workout or as a warm-up. You can use them all together or do just 2 or 3 of them. Just pick and choose the ones you like. Those are all good warm-up and warming up not only the muscles themselves and the joints, but also warming up your neuromuscular system to learn control of those core muscles and feet muscles, etc. And now we're actually gonna do stabilization exercise. So they are gonna really tax the inner muscles, the inner unit, which we call the core. And they start here, right on your arch of your foot. It starts there, goes around here to the side of your calf, and then goes inside of the thigh, and from here goes up all the way to the back of your tongue. So those are your core muscles. There's approximately 58 of them, and of course we're also using the extremity muscles along with the core. So those are gonna be the ones we wanna engage, and by that matter we need to always pay attention that we are not falling into the arches. That means you're not doing this. This kind of makes your knees and your whole center sink in. So we want to keep the center lifted throughout, and the arches, see my arches there? They need to stay up through the whole thing, especially if we are standing. Now, but actually on this one, we are going to go down. So our spine needs to be aligned from the bottom up. So we squeeze the pelvic floor and tighten the muscles all the way to the top of the head using your breath like we did earlier. So let's come down into a kneeling position, and there's 2 knee prints here. They are red, and we place the stick right behind our backs, and it's resting on our sacrum, which is the back of the end of your spine right before the tailbone, and then it's resting in the middle between your shoulder blades, and it's also on your head. So you have to kind of lift your head so it holds the stick for you. So if your head goes too far down or your tailbone tucks under, the stick's gonna fall, right? Mm-hmm. So this is a quadruped, and this stuff looks easy, but it's not. So here requires focus and attention to the breath and the core muscles. So as we squeeze the pelvic floor and tighten the muscles all the way to the back of your ears, let's reach the right arm and the left leg and keep the stick in the center. Lower it back down, and we do the opposite. Inhale, exhale, activate. Don't be too quick to move. So wait until we activate. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, activate the core and reach. Bring it down. Inhale, exhale, activate your core and move. And here goes my stick. One last one on each side. Inhale, exhale, and one on the other side. Inhale and exhale. Very good. And again, you can just hold like I just did. That would be perfect also. Very good exercise, just holding the stick. Next, we're gonna do a seated spine stretch. It also stretches your hamstrings, which is the back of your thigh. So as we sit here, we are gonna bring the stick in front of us. The hands are going to be shoulder width. The feet are flexed and your legs are extended. Of course, if you can't, you can bend it too. So if you're like this, go ahead and bend your knees so you can sit up straight. And what we're gonna do is inhale, bring the stick over as we expand the chest. Breath out, we're gonna bend where the hips, where the femur bone inserts on the hip and reach forward towards the toes. And we just go as far as we can. We inhale up here. And again, bend your knees if you have to, so you can keep your spine as elongated as possible. Inhale on the top, exhale, reach. Inhale on the top, exhale, and reach. Let's come to a stop right here. And I want to show you a variation, and this is more for your hamstring. So we would put the foot right there on the stick. And then we extend the leg as far as it goes against the stick. That is very good stretch for the hamstring. And try to keep your spine as long as you can. Let's release it and do the other side. Inhale here. Exhale as you extend the leg against the stick. That's a pretty intense stretch for your calves and for your hamstrings. Perfect. And we take it down. And the next exercise is going to be the sit-ups. So we are already sitting up. So we bend the knees with your hands shoulder width. And we are going to slowly descend here using your core again. Squeeze those pelvic floor muscles. Now, as we are down here with the knees bent, we are going to exhale and come up to a sit-up position and reach. Inhale as we go back. Exhale and sit up. Use your breath. Use those pelvic floor muscles. So the whole core, starting on the arches of your feet and going up to your head. We want to activate all of those using your breath. Exhale from the arches, from the pelvis. Also your inner thighs, they work too. Squeeze the feet, the inner thighs, pelvic floor. One more time. Exhale and let's extend all the way up. Perfect. Next one is called the V-sit. Again, we are close to the V-sit already. This is the easy version when you put your stick behind your legs on your hamstrings, and you can keep your legs like this. We call this the tabletop position, or you can extend it, which is a little harder. But with the stick, actually it's easier. So the stick now is assisting us so we can keep our spine nice and tall. Inhale and exhale. And this is a nice V-sit. And it can have the legs straight or bent. Breathe in, breathe out. And release it. Let's release it. The next is the boat with the rotation. So in order to rotate, we are going to bring the arms up first to start. And reach with your spine. Make it as tall above your hip as you can. Separate your ribs from your hip as much as you can. Both sides of the waist. Raise it up. As we exhale, we are going to lean back with the straight spine, again without rounding, and rotate to the right. Inhale to the top. Exhale, rotate to your left. Inhale on the top. Exhale, rotate. Perfect. Remember to lead with your breath. So first we breathe in, Fill up the rib cage. Breathe out, squeeze the bottom. Don't be too quick to move. First engage the muscles of the core. They go from the arches of your feet, your inner thighs, your pelvic floor, and all the way up to the back of your ears. And come to a stop right here. The next one is the roll like a ball. Again, your stick can be here in front of your ankles, or it can be behind your hamstrings. So let's try the one behind the hamstring first. So inhale, your hands are shoulder width. Inhale on the top again. As we exhale, this time we actually have to round our back to roll like a ball, right? So inhale, exhale, we are gonna do this little roll and come back to a sitting position. Inhale, exhale. So through the exhalation, we roll and come back. Exhale. As we are here, we inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale and roll. So this is the easiest version. As we change the stick here, it's just a little harder. Inhale, exhale, and roll. Inhale, exhale, and roll. One more. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, activate those muscles in the core and come to a stop right here. This is called the supine. The next exercise is called supine leg stretch. So place your little stick here as you lay down. Now we are going to bring one leg up. Let's start with the right. And we're going to stretch the right and extend the left. Lift your chest. Push your sacrum down. Your sacrum again is right here, the bony part on your buttocks, right above the tailbone. Breathe in, exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor, and we are going to hold on with the right and switch the leg, and we hold it here. The stick can be here on the ankle, the calf, or the hamstring. Just whatever is more comfortable to you. We don't want to injure your body, so go where it's comfortable. Listen to your body. Exhale, release this hand, switch, and here we go. Hold with the right leg, right arm, and place it. And hold with your left arm. And here we go. Hold with the right. Wow, we are coordinating that. That's great. One more on each leg. One more on the other leg. Exhale. And we remove the stick and we come up to a sitting position. Now we're going to do the same thing but with both legs. Actually easier to coordinate with both legs. So inhale, your stick is shoulder width here. Exhale, roll down, bend your knees and place it back here. So we are going to just extend the leg and bend the leg. Inhale, exhale, extend and lift your chest. So keep your chest up. Again, the stick can be here behind your hamstring, or it can go behind your calves or your ankles. Can anybody get to the ankles? All right. One more. So this is just a double leg. Another variation, bring your stick to your right hand and bring it above your chest. And as you stretch the leg, your stick's gonna go over your head and the leg's gonna straighten. Inhale here, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, use your core muscles, right? Are we all squeezing our pelvic floor? Breathing out, leading the movement with the breath. One more. From here, we are going to just lay down our backs, lower your feet to the ground. And now stretch your legs straight out on your mat. Arms right now are shoulder width above the chest. Let's see if we can bring it back without hitting anybody. Over the head. As we breathe out, we are going to do what we call roll up. So inhale, exhale, squeeze from the ankles, inner thighs, start rolling up. and come up to a sitting, and let's go ahead and stretch the spine right there. Inhale here, exhale, squeeze from the ankles, inner thighs, all the way to the top of the head and reach over your head. Inhale, exhale, squeeze it from the bottom up. Pretend you're zipping up from the ankles, from the toes, right here. Zip it up all the way to the top. Like zipping up a tight blue jean from the arches of your feet to the top of the head. Inhale, exhale, zip up and roll up. Inhale, exhale, zip up, roll down. One last one to get us up. Exhale, zip up. Perfect. Next, we're gonna bring the sticks to the left hand here, and we're gonna start turning into our stomach. So we're gonna go in what we call prone position on your stomach, and we're gonna do what we call the Superman. So bring your stick here in the front. Again, it's shoulder width apart, and we're gonna keep the head up and the chest up. Breathe in, lifting the chest. Breathing out, zipping up from the bottom of your pelvis, and we lift the arm and the legs. Inhale, lower the arm and the legs, lift the chest. Exhale, zip up and lift the arms and the legs. Inhale, lift the chest and the head. Exhale, zip up, squeeze the legs and the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale and squeeze. One more. Inhale, chest. Exhale, lift arms and thighs. Perfect. That was the Superman. The next is the locust. That's again a yoga move or a yoga pose. So this stick's gonna go behind us. So place it here on top of your hip. And then as you come down again into that prone position on your stomach, your hands are gonna go back here. If you're flexible enough, keep them close. Depending on your flexibility is where you put your hands. So I'm gonna keep mine here. So the toes are pointing down like we did with the Superman. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, zip up and lift the arm and the legs. Just a little different arm position. Inhale, lower the legs. Exhale, lift the arms and the legs. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. A couple more here. Inhale, down. Zip up from the bottom of your pelvis, your inner thighs, everything activating with the breath out. Last one. And relax for a moment. The very next one, the arms are gonna go up. And what we're gonna do here is what we call the swimming. And in the swimming, we alternate arms and legs. But on this one, we can alternate. That means we have to lift one arm. Let's start with the right arm and the left leg. So as you lift your right arm, lift your left leg on the breath out. And then settle it down and switch. And down and switch. Now let's see if we can do it without setting it down. Don't hit your stick on the ground. Just lower, but don't hit it. There we go. Exhale and exhale. Exhale. One more. One more. There, and relax. It's harder than it looks. So that's the swimming. Again, using all the muscles of the core and the arms and the legs. The next is our power. And the power means we're gonna have to move fast. So let's get up to a standing position and let's grab our stick here. Maybe it can help us get up right there. And we're gonna do what we call squat jump. So the squat jump, we're gonna squat. And as we jump, we open the legs like a jumping jack. So the arms go in front, shoulder width. Inhale, squat. Exhale, open and close. There we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Now I'm gonna let them do 3 times as fast as you can. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. So they showed how you're supposed to do power, a little faster than what I do. Next is the ski jumps. We're gonna turn this way for the ski jumps. So we stand in the front of the mat because this is a side jump. So as we bend from this hip joint here where the femur inserts right there, keep your curves on your spine as much as possible. And we are gonna do a jump to the back of the room here and roll, and to the front and roll. Roll, exhale on each hop. And let's see if we can go faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop it and stand to the front. Perfect. So those power exercises, they are meant to be faster. We can do them slow as we are learning, but then we speed them up. Then we do the lunge jumps. So the lunge, we are gonna bring the right foot in front, the left foot back. The arms are gonna start here. And I'm gonna show a slow motion, and then I have the girls do fast. So as we switch feet here, this is gonna go back and the left's gonna go forward. I'm gonna do slow first. So it's gonna be 1 and 2 and 3. So let me see the girls. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Perfect. So this is how you do power moves, a little faster than what I do. The next, we're gonna do some balance. So who doesn't need balance? We all need balance. The balance work comes from using the same muscles, the same breathing we've been practicing from the warm-up. So this is gonna challenge, of course, those core muscles a little more, because we're gonna be balancing one foot or the other. So starting with the standing position, we're gonna stand on the right foot. The stick is right here to your left. And we are gonna bend the knee a little bit in the hip, lift the chest, breathe in, bring this leg forward. And as we breathe out, we stabilize the center and move the leg back. Inhale forward, stabilize, bring it back. So we are moving this femur bone front and back as we stabilize the core muscles. The stick is assisting. We can use it also like this, where it doesn't assist very much, right there. Very good. One more, and we switch. So now we place the stick on this side, bring the other foot forward, inhale, exhale, and stabilize. Again, don't be too quick to move. These are not power moves, they are balanced. We can go slower. So inhale, exhale. Now you could make this a power if you want to, but we are working on balance right now. We can go slower. And if the stick up off the floor makes it a little more difficult to balance. And you can always put down if you need that assistance. One more, and we relax it down. This time we put the stick to the side again, and we are gonna stand on the right foot, lift the left, and we're gonna cross the front line of the body and open. And cross, inhale, exhale. Inhale on the top, exhale, squeeze your bottom. Remember your arches of your feet? They need to be up. We don't wanna flatten the feet. That helps us to activate more of that inner unit, the core muscles. Come to a stop here, and let's switch to the other side. Bring your leg in front, inhale, exhale, and cross. Inhale, out, exhale, cross. And again, the stick is here, it's helping, but we can lift it, and that's gonna make it harder, right? You can lift it or keep it down for assistance. Breathe in and watch my foot. I'm keeping my arches up as much as I can. And if it's falling in, use your your stick to help you so you can keep the arches down there up. This next one is a little more difficult. Keep your stick on the right side. We are gonna lift the left. And as we rotate the whole spine 180 degrees, 180, this knee is gonna remain forward. And this is gonna help us balance as we rotate the spine, but we keep this femur and this leg very stable. Then lower this foot and we do the same thing on the side. So the knee, the arches of the foot, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, couple more. We try to do at least 6. You guys at home, if you want to do this, you can do anything between 6 or 1 to 15, 20 times. Depends on how much you want to work on certain positions. Last one here, and we're going to face the front, and we're going to do the warrior. So the warrior, the hands can go here, which is harder, or here. Let's step to the back of the mat, or here, so we can have something that doesn't slide. And we are gonna stand on your right foot, bring the left foot back, and start lifting so it's parallel to the floor. Now the stick here is helping us. If we can lift it like this, hold shoulder height, and that makes it a little harder. Breathing in, breathing out. And let's bring the foot back. And we'll start again here with the stick down. Lift your other foot up. Breathe in, breathe out, and go as parallel to the floor as you can. Remember to keep the arch of your foot up and your spine with its normal curves, no rounding. And again, if you want a challenge, arms in front. Breathe in, breathe out, and lower that foot, and we stand up here again. The next one, place your stick on the right side and turn your hips to that wall on the side, keeping the front foot directly forward, your arches up. Lift the back leg up, but your hips now are sideways to that wall. The hands can be on the hip or up, reaching above. So the more you reach, the more you activate your core and the arches of your foot, the better balance you have. Breathe in, breathe out, and lower. Next side here, turn the hip, stand on the left. As you reach forward with the stick here and back with the leg, start to lift the leg as you lower your spine. Keep your curves on your spine and your hips turning to the side. Again, if you fall, come back up again, try again. Reach with your arms if you'd like, or keep it on your hips. Any position you prefer. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back. We come back to the center. We can do squats with one leg. So we're gonna stand on the right and just lift the left. Keep this foot near the other and squat down and up, squat down, up, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, and switch the foot. Inhale as you descend, exhale as you go up. Now all this time when you're doing those balance exercises, you want to gaze something directly in front of you. Not to the floor, but directly in front, aligned with your eye level. That helps your balance and your brain fitness. One more. And relax the foot down. The next one is the deadlift. Stand on your right, and we're just gonna lift the left and deadlift down and back up. Inhale down, exhale up, and 2 more of these. Inhale, arching the back as much as possible. We do not want to round the back. Use your breath and switch. Again, attention to your foot. Lift your arches. Create arch on your foot. Also, keep the nice curves on your spine. The other foot is right here. In case if you need it, you can just put it down. Inhale. You can also use the stick as an assistant right there to keep the nice curve on your spine. And switch. The next one is the rowing. Stand on your right, and we are just gonna bend, deadlift, lifting the left. Exhale, row, and just stay here and row. 6 times. 2. Inhale, exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. 5. Watch the arches of your foot. 6. And switch. Keep yourself down here. In a deadlift position. Lift. Inhale. Exhale. Roll. Inhale down. Gaze something a little bit in front of you so you don't lower your head too much down, so you can keep the arches on your back. 2 more. 1 last one. And bring that foot down and raise the spine up. We are gonna do 3 quick power moves, and I'll have the girls demonstrate. I'll do the slow. This one starts with your feet together, hands here. We are gonna go open, clean and press, and up, and then down, and chest, and up. Let's see you guys do it faster. And 1, and 2, good, and 3, 1 more, and 4, perfect, very synchronized. The next one is the lunge with the rowing. So standing here, let's turn this way again for the row. We are gonna start to the back of the room first. So lunge, the back foot here, this foot on the back wall goes back and the arm goes here. Exhale and switch. And switch. And switch a little faster now and go 1 and 2, 3, 1 more, 4, perfect. Next is the squat, straddle jump. So squat your feet forward, straddle jump, and do it faster. And stop. Well, that's all we have for you today on our stick workout. We of course worked on our core, stability and balance, and our range of motion all at the same time. It's a little harder than it looks, so I hope you enjoyed it and you maybe use some of those for your warm-up or for your balance and core stabilization. Thank you very much. Anything you guys wanna do? Kathleen, do you wanna show us our ninja? I love that ninja one. Show it to us. I just think that's hilarious, but it's cool. But I cannot do it. It's really fun. Anybody has a favorite one? So, you have a favorite one? Do you have a favorite one?
No, show us something new.
Well, my favorite one is the balance. So I like to do the warriors, the warrior 3. Even though today I'm not that great at it, but I like the balancing. I'm more of the slower person. So again, I really enjoy working with mindfulness, and that's what we did this whole segment today. Thank you so much for your attention, and don't forget, the breath is so vital, is so important, not only for your physical body, but for also calming the mind. As you breathe, you are more into your body and you are away from all the stresses that we go through the day. Just paying attention to your body, breathing, and as you slow down your breath, you will calm your mind, and as you speed up your breath, you'll work that heart that needs to be worked too. So we get all the good fitness components with this workout.